So there will be a revolution in this century. Enter me.
He says in parentheses.
Don't be shocked when the history book mentions me. I will lay down my life if it sets us free. Eventually you'll see my ascendancy. And I am not thrown away, not shot. I am not thrown away, not shot. And yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry. And I'm not thrown away, not shot. I am not.
All right, good morning, Millennial Falcons. Welcome to this terrific Tuesday. That song sets the tone for today's announcements. It comes from the musical Hamilton, and we're going to talk about that a little bit more in just a second. But before we do that, obviously, we got to get our screen up, sharing our things. Today, it's going to run a little bit differently, although I do have some shout outs. I'm not going to share any shout outs today just because we're going to run a little bit low on time. So if you gave a shout out, be looking for it tomorrow. We've been talking about I can, I will, I must, overcoming different things that happen to us each and every day. And we've also been combining that with lots of celebrations with Black History Month. Today, I wanted to share with you again, some different people who have made an impact, and this is recent history, this is current history. These are some of the folks that come from the original cast of the Broadway show Hamilton. Now, Hamilton is a musical, and I'll be honest, musicals aren't necessarily my thing, but 3 years ago, 3 years and 2 days ago, actually, I went to Hamilton, and it transformed how I felt about that particular art form. And what I think really spoke to me was the type of music that came from it. I'm a person who likes lots of different music, although musical music isn't necessarily, again, my thing. But the way this was written with R&B, with traditional type of music, and then with rap, it just amazed me how you could tell the story of a person, Alexander Hamilton, one of our founding fathers, through rap and make it go 3 hours. I was really just transformed by that. And what I think really stood out was that the cast didn't necessarily look like America then, it looks like America now. And I thought that even lent itself to this being a more powerful message. So I wanted to celebrate some of the original cast members today. They're right here on the screen: Leslie Odom Jr., Renee Elise Goldsberry, David Diggs, and if I pronounce this name wrong, I apologize, Okiret Onadawan, and Jasmine Cephas Jones. Just an amazing performance. That is something that is on the Disney Channel. I believe they made a movie of it, and with your parents' permission, check it out, because it is a PG type of performance, but it is truly a work of art. So I think it's important for us to see us, and we need to see ourselves in different parts of our world, and the theater is just another way to celebrate that this month. All right, today we got grilled cheese. Tomorrow for breakfast, looks like we got some banana muffins. I couldn't find a really good picture of banana muffins, so it looks like a big loaf of bread. So that's going to be it for our menu today. And the cool thing again about Hamilton, you could almost say it sounds like poetry, because sometimes poetry rhymes. And I have a contest for you today, and this is an actual poem that is written and illustrated by one of our staff members and their family. And I'm not going to tell you who it is. Yesterday we had a poem from Miss Pincus, and I talked to Miss Pincus a little bit yesterday. That was a true story about her getting cut from a musical when she was in 8th grade at Kyrene Middle School. And it was a very devastating thing from her, but she grew from it. Again, she tried her best and she didn't make it, and that's okay. I thought that was a very powerful message. Thank you, Miss Pincus. Again, today we have a new poem, but I'm not going to tell you who it is. Your job in your class is to guess who you think is part of this. Again, it was one of our staff members and their family. So which one of our staff members do you think wrote this poem or helped illustrate this poem? I'm going to read it to you. It's called Syrup, Oh My Syrup. I love it on the waffles, on eggs, and on pancakes, on donuts, on Cheerios, or anything mommy makes. Syrup so lovely, so sweet, so sublime, my condiment of choice, not just at breakfast time. It's gooey and thick, and I have I mentioned sweet? I'm sorry, my eyes are not working for me this morning here. Divine on Vienna sausage, on Spam, well, any canned meat, on grilled cheese, on pizza, on chips, on tofu, on ribs or the McRiblet, or grapes like fondue. on ham salad or bread with lots of peanut butter, on aardvark or rhino, on hippo or even otter. No matter the weather, no matter my mood, I wouldn't eat it on either cat or dog food. I hope not. I love syrup and eat it whenever is able, but when I eat it, or when I, but why, when I eat it, do I end up stuck to the table? I apologize for my snafus there. I really can't read my screen. It's pretty small here, but amazing poem that was written and illustrated by a family here. Again, think of the staff member, send Mr. Lamp, that's me, who your guess for an opportunity for a prize. Speaking of poems, we do have Poetry Month happening right now. There's my slide. Not Poetry Month. We have our poetry contest taking place, and I'm going to turn it on over to Miss Merrick. She has an important message for you. She's going to turn on over to Mr. B and Flash. Thanks for joining us. You guys have a great day. Soar high, and we will see you around campus.
Hello, Millennial. Have you heard about the coolest contest in town? It's the poetry contest. And oh, hello. I don't know if everybody in Millennial Land has met my friend. This is little Flash Jr. And he comes and visits my classroom a lot. Can I help you? Oh, what do you have here in your beak? Oh, my paper and my pen. What are you doing with your paper and your pen, Flash Jr.? I'm writing poems because I want to write all I can. Because the more I write, the better I'll be. Well, that is true. And did you say you were going to write a poem? Oh, you could enter it in our poetry contest. Millennial boys and girls, you have all the way until this Friday. Then those poems need to be turned into your teacher. We are going to pick, well, your teacher actually is going to pick one winner from your classroom. Then your teacher is going to send those poems to Flash Jr. and to myself and to the other member of Poetry Pals. And we are going to choose the winner from kindergarten, the winner from first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade, and those winners, one per grade level, they're going to get a trophy. And they're going to get their poem published in a book. And their poems will go on to the next contest. So the winning first grade poem is going to compete against all of the other first grades in Kyrene. Isn't that cool? Yeah, that's super cool. So remember, your poems are due this Friday. I can't wait to read them. See you later, Millennial. Soar, Falcons, soar high and write your poems. Bye.
Good morning, Falcons. It's Mr. B with your Pledge of Allegiance. Go ahead and please stand up. Take your right hand, place it over your heart. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, please remain standing for a moment of silence. Great job. Now we're going to turn it over to Flash for our Millennial Pledge.
My name is Grayson. Hi, my name is Tegan. And this is Flash. Let's get started on the Millennial Pledge. I pledge to be a Millennial Falcon. Watch me soar. Safe, organized, accountable, respectful are my main four. Have a